Okay, in this video what I'm going to show is how to make wheels. Wheels are a difficult part to make out of the matchsticks, and a lot of people just buy ready-made wheels. I prefer to make my own. Now, I find the way to make them, I have thumbnails which I've grown, I keep them the same length constantly. I use them by one thumb either side, snap. 4 times. Using 3 matches at a time helps, keeps the straightness to them. When they're done, you have 3 matchsticks, all with a bend in them. Now the bend, when you're putting them into place, you just adjust to the shape. So you get round matchsticks at the end. Now the bigger the wheel, the easier they are to fit. Now when it comes to fitting them, I tend to use whatever happens to be available that's about the right size for making. This little casserole dish, which I actually use to feed the cats in the garden, the inside 110mm, which is about the right size for the back wheels. There isn't an exact size, basically you make them whatever size fits. Now, to make them, basically the matchsticks go in, and when they're in, obviously when I start making them there will be glue all over the bottom. You just force them to the shape of what you're doing. Next one goes alongside, oops, and gradually build up till you get them so that they're all flush against the back. I make them 3 matchsticks wide. Now each layer, you have to, when you finish the layer, leave them, give them at least 24 hours to set, and then add the next layer on top. I don't take them out of the circle until the entire 3 layers is finished. That way they just hold together and you get a round wheel. I'll be covering how to do the spokes as well. There's a couple of different ways of doing that. Easiest way is if you drill through the side of the wheels. If you've got the right equipment to do that, just drill through, put through. Now matchsticks don't work very well for the spokes. What I tend to use is kebab skewers. The bamboo are about the right thickness and they can be sanded down to make them fit even better. Now, the reason I use these is because of the length. Now, regardless of the size of the wheels, you can cut them whatever size you need. Now, I have a slightly different way of doing the spokes than most, which is this. Basically, fit them into a star shape, and on the first layer, when I do the first layer, these actually sit on top of the first layer and I put the matchsticks in between. It's a finicky little job, but it gives a much better finish than most of the methods I've tried. Now, I'm going to do this video in small steps and try and combine it all at the end, because this will actually take, the first layer will take about an hour. One thing about making matchstick models, never expect anything to be done quick, but that's one method. Anybody making them, you'll find your own method that suits you. When it comes to the breaking the matchsticks into the curves, if you haven't got thumbnails, it does make it a little bit more difficult. But you can always use just a pair of pliers and gently snap. But again, keep them in 3 at a time. The reason for that is when you snap them, they stay straight. Just my way. Now I'm going to try to make this so that I can do an actual first layer. Break enough matchsticks ready. Now at this stage I quite often use matchsticks that have been rejected earlier because, I mean, ones like this, it's not straight. But if it's not straight, then it's ideal to make a wheel out of. So I never waste anything. Again, just put three together. If they do have a bend in, obviously you want the matchsticks to be together like that with the curve the same way on whatever ones are curved. So snap, 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 snap. 4 snaps is about right for each one, and then you've got a lot of flexibility once they're like that. Now to put them into place, you get the bowl or the lid from something that you're using. Whatever you use, doesn't matter, so long as it's round. Fill it with glue, and then one by one, each matchstick goes into the glue, squished into shape, and continue. So it looks a bit of a mess at this stage, and at the end of it, it doesn't really matter because these will, when the next row goes on, the matchsticks will go the brick effect, the same as you would do anywhere else in making matchstick models. Put it so that the curve matches, and you just continue around until it's finished.